Danae, and I'm the owner and founder of two businesses, Hatha Holistic Integrative Wellness, as well as Healing Space Solutions, which is my approach towards helping people with their marketing and social media strategy, specifically holistic entrepreneurs and wellness entrepreneurs. And you also recognize Nicole, who we did a Facebook Live with. It was like 6 months ago, or more than that, like at the end of last year, 2016.
I know. So we, again, are on two devices, so hello and hello. All right, so again, a little bit about me. And, awesome. So my name is Nicole. I am the founder and editor-in-chief of Epifaniana. It is a lifestyle magazine for women. Our target age group is 25 to 34. And so a couple months ago, we did a similar Facebook Live event giving you guys content tips for entrepreneurs, because I know a big push is always content. So we wanted to give you guys some tips. Now, we did promise we were going to do one for the summer, because let's face it, during the summer we all hit a bit of a slump. I think it's a combination of it's summer, you still have the summer vacation mindset, and then some of our businesses just died down during the summer.
Yeah, and I've been teaching yoga and Pilates and things like that for the last decade at different yoga studios and gyms, and pretty much across the board it gets really quiet at this time of the year because people are traveling on vacation, and you see like a dip. So what I wanted to share with you first is kind of like, it's can be read as like a bad thing. Wow, like I don't have that many clients, but at the same time you get to dive back into your business and you kind of get to reevaluate what's working, what's not working. And right before we started this Facebook Live, I was telling Nicole, like, I've been really busy, I've been slammed since April. So even though there's a dip with like clientele sometimes, with classes, that gives me more time to revisit some things. So I'm just going to share a few tips with you. The number one thing is to update your profiles. Like for me especially, I have a lot of followers on LinkedIn, and I'm thinking because a lot has changed over the last few months with privacy and the internet, and there's some people on my LinkedIn profile that I just don't know who they are. They live in like Timbuktu somewhere, and I like accepted their request, and I'm like, I don't know who this person is, and they have all this access to like all this information about me.
It's like, why are we friends? Also, how did you find me on LinkedIn? We have nothing in common. Yeah.
So I'll just kind of be clicking through LinkedIn and just like letting go of people who I don't really have any professional relationship with, or I don't really see that there's much room for us to, so don't get nervous, anybody who's on there now, but like honestly, people that I've never met before, I haven't met you in real life, or we haven't had any like, connection outside of LinkedIn, I'm probably going to let that go.
And that's smart for LinkedIn, especially to do your connection cleanup, because you're going to have people sometimes might hit you up to maybe connect you to that person, and you're like, I don't know who this person is. So you want to make sure that those connections on your LinkedIn are people that you could connect with other people.
Definitely. I know for me, I'm pretty new to Twitter and Instagram, so I'll explore how to leverage those platforms some more this summer, and it might look like doing more stories, I've never actually done an Instagram Live, and I think I might try that this summer actually. Have you tried it before?
No, so you gotta let me, maybe we can do it together. I have not done like an Instagram Live or Instagram stories at all. I want to start doing them, but I'm still really dedicated to Snapchat.
Yeah, I would love to do an Instagram Live with you, because we do these together. These are fun. And Twitter's kind of a platform that I've played with a little bit, but I want to see what it would be like to develop an audience on Twitter some more. And also on Snapchat, like I really don't give any Snapchat love. So I think I might try looking at to see, like what I admire about Epifania is that there's weekly takeovers. And so I might start reaching out to my tribe of friends and entrepreneurs and asking them if they want to take over Snapchat or Instagram at some point. And those are some things that I was thinking about for as far as social media platforms. Do you have anything that you want to add before we move to the next point?
Yeah, so for me, for social media, for the magazine, our our page views do go down. We noticed the last 2 years in July and August, because it's content. People are reading content or watching our videos. And during the summer, people are on vacation, right? And so our demographic, we know who our demographic is, like, I look at the analytics. I know how much money my demographic makes and if they like to travel and all their behavioral traits. So I know they're out and about during the summer. So for social media, I try to do then like a theme for like July or August where it's just very simple and I could plan ahead. It has nothing to really do with the content, but overall theme for the magazine. So for example, little sneak preview, July on our Instagram is just going to be about travel. Like in our articles, it's just going to be about travel. So I could plan that ahead. I could schedule travel pictures all through for July. So I think with social media, like if the summer is your downtime, really like use that to just make it easy on yourself and just plan ahead.
Great. Yeah, and the second point I had was getting out of your comfort zone. So I did mention some ways that I could use the other social media platforms to reach out to people some more. And I have to get better with analytics because I kind of look at my Facebook insights, but I haven't looked at the analytics from the other platforms. So I think I'm going to pay more attention to those.
Yeah, summertime is a great time to look at analytics. I love the Facebook analytics. I have Google Analytics on our website, and I also shout out my husband. He works at Quantcast, and you can get analytics for your website on that. They have a free version, and that's where you get more behavioral. Like, I felt like a stalker because I know like where my viewers shop, and that's a little creepy to me.
Well, that's the thing about like living in this world where technology is everywhere. It's like a blessing and a curse, but when you're an entrepreneur, it really behooves you to really understand like very minute details about your clientele because that will allow you to market to them better and to have a better relationship with them over time. So it's creepy, but it's also very resourceful at the same time.
And thanks for the like, Heather.
Thanks, Heather.
Okay.
Then next I have revisit your business goals. So it's always like going back to the big why. Like I always have to go back to my mission and my vision for both of my businesses. And I have to look at sometimes like I like to put a lot onto my plate as far as like activities that I'm doing for my business. And what is important is that I look at why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. So one of my tenets for my vision with my wellness business is that I want to create a joy-filled environment for all beings. And Nicole and I are going to share something about that. We're doing like a special retreat event in the fall, but we'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. Mm-hmm. So I just really get back to my why. And some things that I've done to keep myself busy are, I wouldn't say a waste of time, but it ended up being kind of a drain. And there weren't many results as a result of me committing and saying yes to things. So just going back to why I'm doing what I'm doing and what can be the most effective. Next is touch base with your contacts. So speaking of analytics, I know for my email list, there are key people that no matter what, they always open my emails, and it is scary. I could be like, look who's opening my emails. Yeah. But it's important information to know.
Where were they when they opened
it? How many times did they open it? Yeah. And those types of things. But yeah, exactly. But it's helpful to know that. And so I'm probably going to send a special note to those people because that means that they're very interested in my offerings and they're very interested in my updates. So I might reach out to them and ask them some things that they might want to see with my business, and I can prepare something for them because you really, I like to use the image of a garden with your business, with your social media. It's like tending a garden. So you want to nurture the things that are growing, and the things that are not, you just snip them like the weeds. You just let go of those things so other things can flourish.
Yeah, also to play off that, it's like if it is like a garden, certain plants grow during different seasons. So you gotta plant new plants. I like that.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
And so piggyback off that is, using this time to regroup, but also, you should have a marketing plan. And if you're really cool, a strategic plan. If you're really cool, a 5-year strategic plan. And if you're also really cool, business plan. You should have 3 different plans. And within your marketing plan, a promotional plan. Right? We're all on the same page. So I like to sometimes use the summer to just like look at that marketing plan, look at that strategic plan, and are you really following what you wrote a year ago, 6 months ago, and just, I had that goal. I sort of forgot about that goal because I got busy doing something else for the business. So I think it's good just to look at those plans and then maybe even just rewrite it, edit it,
Yeah, I think that's good, and I think it's good to also just be like very clear about like that's why I like having you as an MBA by my side, is just to be very clear about what the goals are and just revisiting them all the time to make sure that everything that you're doing is on par with that. And then I have one more: set aside time for yourself. So I am a huge advocate of self-care.
Yes.
And I also actually have, I launched on my Etsy page self-care swag bags. So every month there's essential oils and raw vegan chocolate and flowers and tea that I get from local entrepreneurs in the Bay Area, and I put them in the boxes. And if you go to bit.ly.com self-care swag bags, then you can see like every month, every full moon, I have a new offering. And I have a restorative yoga class every Tuesday at the Working Body, Tuesday 6:15. And even if you don't do either of those things, if you're just going to paint your nails, or if you're going to take a walk or anything like that, the summertime's perfect for you. The days are longer, there's more sunlight. It's a good excuse to make sure that you're taking really good care of yourself, because I know in the fall, the spring and the fall are busy for me. So when the fall comes, it's just like boom, boom, boom until the holidays, and then that's when things slow down again around January or something.
The fall is extremely busy. For myself, I part of a lot of different organizations, and for some odd reason, I don't know if it's like this where you guys live, but the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland in particular, September, October is like events. It's like every nonprofit, every organization is having their gala, is having their luncheon. It's always during that month. And so I could go to at least 2 or 3 like events, galas, if you will, every week for those 2 months. So you get really busy during that time. And then, with the holidays, so all of a sudden it's like, no, we're networking, but now it's like, built family. So fall is crazy busy.
Yeah, so those are the things that I highly recommend. Let me get my screen back up again so I can
we have our
you.
notes right here. So that's why we sometimes keep looking this way. We have multiple devices. It's really fun. So we have like a LG phone, and then a MacBook Pro,
and then my iPad.
So technology at its finest. And then we have a Samsung. So we're representing every company.
Update all your social media profiles. Get out of your comfort zone as far as like trying new things with your business that you think might be helpful, that you haven't tried before. Revisit your business goals, touch base with your best contacts, and set aside time for yourself.
Yes.
And now I'll hand it over to Nicole.
Yes. And so I know we keep getting people join, and then new people. So just to say hello again, we are going over tips of how to get through the summer slump, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're running your own business. During the summer, it can get a little chaotic. So we're just giving you tips of how to fight through the chaos. So some of my tips are similar. One big thing I just talked about is I sort of stated, don't punish yourself. Go on vacations. I know, it is your baby. It is your business. And if you go away, you feel like, oh, no one else is taking care of it. That's when planning comes in place. But go on these vacations, make sure things are in order before you go. And yes, it's okay to check your work emails and maybe do some projects. I was in New York last week and I was doing some work, but make sure when you're on vacation to limit that, because you don't want it to be too much work. You're on vacation. It is the summer. Enjoy yourself. Because the more you are out enjoying yourself and you're in a positive mindset, the more you can give to your business. Once you're all like negative and you're just stressed, your business can't grow. So again, another cool thing, we are in the Bay Area, so we are actually at Impact Hub right now in Oakland. There are a lot of cool co-working spaces, or if you find a really cool coffee shop, or if you're like me, sometimes a really nice wine bar. Find interesting places to work, because you just grinding away sometimes in your home, or in because a lot of us are working from our homes, if we're having our own business, can sometimes you just feel isolated, and you sort of feel like that kid that's watching everyone enjoy their summer out the window. So just find like a cool spot just to work and get creative. It's nice to move away from like your home office. But if you do have your home office, a little side tip, I always try to put my desk, because I'm a big advocate of natural light. I love natural sunlight. My mom gets mad at me a little bit because she likes it dark, and I like it. I think she's like part vampire. She really likes it dark, and so I always put my desk like towards the window so I get as much light as possible because it makes me feel more connected to the world. And during the summer, you start a summer group or join summer groups. So it could be really low key. It doesn't have to be hardcore networking, but it could just be, you know, getting together with a couple of fellow entrepreneurs and just, you know, just having fun and like, you know, throwing ideas off one another. But maybe not always meeting at like a, you know, in an office or anything like that, but maybe doing something like going for a hike and meeting. So still being out there. I think a big thing with the summer is you want to be outside as much as possible because it is a beautiful time of year.
There is a networking event happening in the Redwoods. My friend Suzanne sent it to me, and I can't remember. I think it's sometime this month. But if I find it, I'll post it.
Yeah. So going back, saying, like I was saying, have themes for certain months. So you guys can schedule your posts in Hootsuite or on Facebook. A lot of social media sites you can now schedule ahead. And for example, for the month of June, I'll be using this time to schedule posts for July and part of August. Just that way I don't have to worry about it's just happening. Like, you know, it's already done. And I can actually enjoy July because, you know, July gets busy with 4th of July and everything. So those are pretty much my tips. Oh, and with the summer group, like I was saying, you can have fun. You can make it a writing group, or you can make it a book club, or things along those lines.
Yeah. Oh, I have a book club that they were at my house this weekend, and the last 3 people left at 1 a.m. It was like good times. I had no idea. Like we meet 1 to 4. It usually goes like we start late and we end a little bit late, but it was also the 2-year anniversary, so we had like a little extra like time to talk and regroup and, you know, reflect. But those are our tips, and like I said, Nicole and I have come together and we brainstormed that it would be a good idea to get a little bit deeper into what it would be like to help you with some strategies and marketing for your business, and we want to do it in a fun environment. So we're hosting a special fall retreat for you. We'll have more information coming soon. You can email me at healingspacemarketing@gmail.com for more information, or
you can email me at Nicole@iloveyourlifeoutlook.com. You know what? Let me write them up here, and then I'll move. So give me a quick second while I write this.
We have, I think the markers are at the door over there.
Awesome.
And while she's getting that together, you can also check out what we did. Someone just joined. Janie.
Yeah.
Manel. Thanks.
That's my cousin.
Oh, hi, cousin. So we also have, if you look at my Healing Space Solutions Facebook page, there is our last couple of Facebook Lives that we did earlier this year. You can review those, and they have all the information that we shared. And so there's Nicole's email.
And then you want
there.
Your email?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to move the camera.
Okay.
So that way people.
And then mine is Healing Space Marketing at gmail.com.
Okay, so I'm going to move this, guys, so that way you guys can see both email addresses. So that one's mine. There we go.
Yay!
Do it a little bit longer so you guys... But again, this is on Facebook, so you guys could just message us as well.
Yeah, it was great having you all here. And we hope to see you in the fall. We'll give you more information about that.
Yeah.
And you might catch us. We might do one more Facebook Live during the summer, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I know you're busy.
Yeah.
And I'm busy too. But
we're always busy. All right, thank you guys so much.
Mwah.
And we will, in the description, I'm going to put our tips as well, so that way you guys hear audio and you see a visual, and it helps out for everyone. So that's it.
All right, take
bye.
care. Bye.